We bought an abandoned land in Spain that we are intended to turn it into a homesteading. But before we transform the finca into our off-grid home, there are many important projects that needs to be done. We have no running water. We have no shelter. We have no electricity. We have no composting toilet. Considering this is just the beginning of the project, we have made some progress so far. We have opened the access road. We have cleared the land with a tractor. We have built the platform to store water. Now we need to get the rainwater system up and running. It is the first time I'm working with this sort of material, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing it right. When I recorded this video, it was winter time. It was sunshine, but it was very cold. During the day, temperature was around 7 degrees. During the night was almost 0 degrees. Nothing like a good coffee to keep you going on the cold mornings and the cold days. One of the things I like the most about this project is the shape of the landscape, the mountains, the olive trees, the pine trees. Everything is so picturesque and rustic that whatever time I am tired, I just walk around and I already in tune with the energy of the nature. This is the last bit of plumbing. Now I have to test if the system is ready and there is no leaks. Now is the moment of the truth. Let's see if it works. Oh, it's leaking everywhere. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting those leaks. It's definitely leaking down the pipe. It is leaking. And it is leaking. I went on to test the system and I figured out that these leaks everywhere. I'm kind of frustrated right now because I put so much effort to building this first stage of the plumbing. I'm not familiar with this material, and what I have to do now is to stop and do some research how to fix it. It is taking me several weeks to build this composting toilet. I've been changing the design, the functionality, been cutting woods, recutting. So far, the prototype is not ready yet. So far I managed to do the top, the bottom, which is that bit there, and I need 8 of those. I cut those. So now I need to put them together to make kind of the frame for the bucket and the funnel. Being alone in the land on those first days of winter time, camping, cooking outside, it really shaped my beliefs and the way I see this project. I became more confident about myself and about the things that I am doing on the project. I was doing the project of the composting toilet, but turns out my digital machine got the wrong blade and I don't have access to the internet here so I can research where to buy. I think I'll stop the project here. I'll go back to the apartment, doing some research, buying the new blade, and then coming back later to continue this project. As we don't have yet a more permanent shelter in the land, what I'm doing, I'm going there, spend a couple of days doing some projects, come back to our apartment down the south near Valencia. Hello there. Pegando sozinho? Good girl. There I have access to the internet, I can research and I can look for things and buy materials. I just finished unloading by hand 100 liters of water, and I can tell you that's not an easy process. I have now around 200 liters of water, and that's enough for now. In future, I will get a water pump and doing a system where I don't need to carry the water this way because it is too much work. Also, in future, I need to protect this platform, adding some protection against the sun and also adding a roof for rainwater collection, but that is for another project. After some research, I realized that I'd done the plumbing on the wrong way. The connections, all of them was wrong. I'm not familiar with this sort of material. That's why I done it wrong. What I have to do now, I have to redo everything, unscrew every connection and reconnect it again. And after that, I will test it again to see if there is no leaking. This is supposed to be the correct way of doing this plumbing. This is how I should have done in the first place. Because I have done the plumbing on the wrong way, now it's giving me a hard time to unscrew and rescrew everything again. In the near future, we are going to restore this rainwater catchment system. At the moment, it has cracks and it is partially functioning. Also, in the near future, we're going to be restoring this well. It has water, but it needs to be repaired and cleaned. Now I got a problem. It's about 10 centimeters short. I need to cut the pipes. No good. The good news is that I kind of fixed almost all the connections. It's a quite quick job, really. The bad news is that this row, which I have a spare one, is not so flexible. So ideally, what do? We open all the pipe and put some stacks of wood and tied it up on a straight line, leave it for 3, 4, 5 days, and then it kind of get into a straight line shape. This way here is like me on the beginning there when I did that first T connections by the IBCs there. It really hard, really hard. I'm gonna try to unroll only a part of this one and try to get a straight line, because I did not want to do this one now and I have to do it. So I'm gonna fix the top next to the wall where is my outside kitchen. I'm gonna do that little extension there because now I have to deal with the pipe. And this is how is off-grid projects it is, you know. On YouTube there are so many people that are doing an off-grid project like I'm doing, but they embellish and make it look so easy for the person who is watching the video, and I'm telling you, it's not easy. Every project, or either each step of a project, 90% is gonna get wrong, 10% is gonna get right, and then you gotta correct those 90% until you get it right, because it has to get it right, because nobody's coming to help you. Now that I replaced the shorted pipes, I need to cut the size. I was not planning to dismantling this tap right now, but because I have to open the new roll of plumbing, I decided to extend this line of the plumbing to fit the new tap on the outdoor kitchen. Considering that the land being abandoned for more than a century, there are so many possibilities. We can prune and restore the olive trees and start producing organic olive oils. We can raise chickens and have organic eggs. We can plant a vegetable garden and have organic vegetables. All that is required is love and care. Pretty warm inside the house. Social media never work. Cooking. After a long time trying to get this first composting toilet prototype done, it is finally assembled and ready to use. So this is going to serve us on the coming weeks, months, and years of this project. This is the moment of the truth. Dry. Dry. No leakings. So I can hear the water coming. Dry. Let's check. It is dry. It is dry. Oh, it looks dry. Now is the moment of the truth. Will it work? Yay! We have water! Oh my goodness! Never felt so good. Now that we have running water, look how beautiful it is. We concluded this project, and it was a difficult one, also an important one. This is just temporary. All these pipes exposed. I'm gonna dig a trench next time I'll be here and put all of them down. And so far what I done here, the IBCs, the plumbing, have this water here, is just the first stage of the water system. I still need to do a rain catchment roof, need to refurb the cisterna, I need to refurb the well, need to tidy up the roof on the house, put the gutters on, and I still have 2 IBC totes to clean on near future, so to implement to the system. And yeah, it was a lot of work, but it's nice to see things start to function here more comfortably. I think that's the word. So I'm gonna put an article on the blog with the first stage of so far what we have built here. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Check the links for the blog, check the links for projects down below, and I'll speak to you on another video. Thank you very much for watching. Now that the first stage of the rainwater harvesting system is up and running, it is time to move on to the next project. Our quest to transform this abandoned land into a thriving homestead continues.